Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. Dear viewers across the whole globe, I greet you with the greeting of Islam, with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace be with you. Dear viewers, welcome to this episode under the title of Fasting is a Road to Paradise. Fasting is a path to paradise. And everybody becomes happy and content when he or she hears about paradise, because all of us, our ultimate goal is to access paradise. Therefore, we are trying to prepare ourselves. We're trying to get everything ready for that moment, for that day. Every hour, every minute, every second passes, we try to accumulate some rewards and good deeds so that we would access paradise. Now, we would have the opportunity coming and approaching to us. We would have the opportunity of fasting the month of Ramadan. And in Ramadan, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it a blessed month for all of us, wherever we are. This Ramadan, you're going to find me presenting episodes, and in all these episodes about Ramadan, I will focus on something special in this Ramadan, something that perhaps some of us missed the teaching and the training on this aspect. As we know that Ramadan and fasting in particular has something materialistic and something that is non-materialistic, or we will call it something that's spiritual. So the two go hand in hand. It does not work one side and leaving the other. We have to focus on the two. But for whatever reason in the past, particularly in the recent past, in the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the focus was on the materialistic side. When the teachers, when the imams, when the khatibs used to talk about Ramadan and the violations that the Muslims used to do, that they used to advise us a lot of focus on the issues, the materialistic issues, like the eating, violation in eating, violation in drinking, violation in the sexual relationship with our spouses. They focused on this a lot, forgetting about the other side, the other important aspect of it, which is, as I mentioned right now, which is the non-materialistic side, which even it's more important than the materialistic, because they go hand in hand. If we focus on the materialistic side in Ramadan, like eating, non-eating, fasting, preventing ourselves, abstention from eating and drinking, and our sexual relationship, our legal sexual relationship, when we focus on this, the goal is not that. The goal and the target is not that. This is a mean. These are some means that would help us achieve taqwa. So the goal is taqwa, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Fasting was prescribed upon you, became a duty on you, as it was a duty upon other people before you, so that you would gain more taqwa. So the target and the goal, the most important aim for us in Ramadan is to get taqwa, to get protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get this kind of protection, to protect ourselves from being close to hellfire. So we will gain in Ramadan by doing these good blessings and good deeds. We are adding layer after layer after layer to keep us away, to prevent, to protect us, to protect our bodies from hellfire, to gain taqwa. So here I would like to say that the authentic concept of Ramadan is that the focus on the materialistic should be hand in hand with the non-materialistic, or we'll call it spiritual. For example, most of us should focus on, because we used to focus on eating and drinking and the sexual relationship, the legal sexual relationship, we used to move now to the issues that are related to manners, akhlaq, because they are very important. For example, no cheating, no lying, no kind of bad and misbehavior at this month. This is the goal of this. This is what we gain in the month of Ramadan. And as the Prophet ﷺ said in Sahih al-Bukhari, this hadith, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, that من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. Whoever does not keep away from saying the falsehood or doing it or doing something negative or bad, so Allah does not need him to fast, to leave his food and drink. Meaning that the focus is not keeping away from food and drink. The focus is to behave and act and do good manners. So we are doing these materialistic things to provide and to support and to promote and to develop the non-materialistic things. So here again and again and again, this is the true concept of fasting, not focusing on, because a lot of people used to focus on this, to the degree that in some families, in some cultures, unfortunately, in Ramadan, to keep the people busy so that they would pass the time fasting until the time of Maghrib comes and they start breaking the fast. So they keep themselves busy with other things. Unfortunately, these other things are bad things. They would let the person perhaps watch some programs on the internet or on the TV or read something that's not good. All these means are invalid, are not good. In fact, they are contrary to the concept of fasting. The concept of fasting is to develop ourselves, our inner things. And now again, to make the concept clear, it does not work when you take any kind of currency or note and you want to cash it. You cannot cash one side and keep the other side. You have to cash all of it together. You see, the two sides as we have, all of them consist one thing. They are one thing. You cannot cut it into two pieces, one side and separate it from the other side. They work together. This is the focus of Ramadan. Fasting should be materialistically and spiritually. If we can develop the two together, that would be great. But I will focus on the spiritual more than the materialistic, because for many years a lot of people, a lot of teachers, lots of imam used to focus on the one side, which is the materialistic. Abstain from eating, abstain from drinking, abstain from sexual relationship. At the same time, abstain from saying falsehood. Abstain from watching any kind of haram. Abstain from saying any negative word. And this way, the soul can grow and grow and grow. And so they would be ready, because the human body and the human soul at the time of fasting is more receptive to do good deeds. So do not prevent yourself, do not prevent your soul to develop to the maximum. And the things that corrupt this is when we exercise something bad. And a lot of people do a lot of these things that are bad, consciously or non-consciously, but it counts as bad. You cannot say that it's difficult to fast. That's why I'm trying to keep my time busy. Yes, keep your time busy with something that's beneficial. And we have lots of beneficial things that we can do. You particularly to keep yourself busy with reading the best thing in this universe, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Reciting the Quran would be the best way to keep yourself busy, or making azkar. Even if you are in the kitchen, even if you are in any place, you can use these azkar to keep yourself busy, to keep your tongue wet, mentioning the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as much as you can, because every minute passes counts. It is taken from your life. So if you use it properly, or use it in the way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are doing a very good job at the expense of, instead of wasting your time foolishly, as some people do. Don't listen to the people around you, because perhaps they are not experts. Perhaps they don't know exactly what fasting means. The companions, radiallahu anhum, were waiting for the month of Ramadan very eagerly, to the degree that 6 or 5 months before the coming of Ramadan, they used to make dua sincerely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, let us reach the month of Ramadan. Let us witness the month of Ramadan. Let's have this opportunity of fasting this month. Why? Why? They exactly know what is in the month of Ramadan. They know the benefit that they can gain in the month of Ramadan. That's why they were so eager waiting for the month of Allah, for the month of fasting, the month of Ramadan. Therefore, they used to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for continuously 6 months, asking Allah, oh Allah, Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Let's reach the month of Ramadan. Let's witness it. Let's gain the blessings that are there. Why? They knew what is there. They knew all these ayat and all these hadith. And this will be, of course, the topics that I will discuss in the coming episodes. But one of them is that they know the value of the month of Ramadan. They know exactly what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about this. That all the work, all the good deeds of a human being is for him, for the human being. Except one thing, except fasting. Fasting is only for me, is only for Allah. Therefore, he said, وَأَنَا أَجْزِي بِهِ, and I am the one who would reward you for that. for other works that we do, for other actions that we do, for other good deeds that we do, there may be some sort of hypocrisy or some sort of riya. You may be doing something, but other people may see it. So it may not be sincerely for Allah. Yes, you may intend it for Allah, but other people may see it. So when you are doing it, you may be doing it for the sake of Allah and for other things. For example, the salat. People watch you and they see you. So you may be, there is a possibility that some people may have this salah for Allah, and the shaitan may come to them and make, oh, some people are watching you, so you have to perfect your salah. So this is some sort of riya, wal-'iyadhu billahi. So in all the ibad, in sadaqah, when you pay charity to other people, you pay them and the people around you see you. So it is something apparent. So the ibadat, all of them, is something, when you go to Hajj, it's something apparent. All people know that you are going to Hajj, and they call you, they label you as Hajj X or Hajj Y or Hajj Ahmad or Hajj Ibrahim. So everybody knows about it. So it's not sincerely and purely 100% for the sake of Allah. As for fasting, you may be fasting and the people around you are not aware of this at all. Even some of your family members may not be aware of you. Try it, not even in the month of Ramadan. Try it away from the month of Ramadan, and you will find that you may be fasting and your children don't know that you are fasting. Your spouse may not know that you are fasting, and so on and so forth. So fasting, the degree of sincerity in it is very high. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, because of that, it is for me alone. I am the one who gives reward for that. And try to imagine, when you get a reward from your president or from your boss or from your director, it's a big, maybe something very big. But when you get something from Almighty Allah, your creator, who loves you, who promised in this particular situation, he said that I am the one who gives reward for that. And you expect it befits the majesty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you expect something great and great and great from the creator of the entire universe. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.